Hey everybody, welcome back to Battle Ready Gaming. So we are doing our first ever demo of Star Wars Shatterpoint. We are here today at Garner's Games in Denison, Texas. This is their demo box. They're gracious enough to let us be the first ones to have crack at it and to give it a run with them. So this is both of ours first play time through of this game. This is just the core set, no extra add-ons. We're using all the basic terrain that comes in just the one box set, so no extra terrain or anything like that. And we will probably make mistakes, but we are going to do our best to make our way through this. They've got some fantastic painted models, I must say. I am very excited that not only is this our first crack at it, but the fact that we get to use their store models that they painted up look amazing. So a lot of those videos we've seen so far on the channel or on other channels, they don't have the painted models yet, and that's just one of the big things for me is I like to have painted models on the channel. So really excited that they went out of their way to get them painted so that way we could do this together. Any extra thoughts, Ray?
Oh no, I've just been really impressed with how well this set comes together. The models, the detail level is so well on them, and the terrain actually was not that hard to paint. Just getting the detail in it was a little bit more challenging than I thought it was going to be. But I'm very much looking forward to this game. The fast-pacedness of it from reading the book should be quite exciting.
All right, yeah, so we're going to go ahead and just jump in here and start playing. We're going to get the battlefield finished setting up and give it a playthrough, and then we'll give you our thoughts at the end of it and just kind of, review everything from the individual models on, how they look and all the different features of them, as well as we'll look at the terrain and kind of give some key, insight on the terrain. I know a lot of people are curious about like the Legion with it and things like that, so we might do a little side-by-sides of some different Legion models as well. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this. Alright, so we are all deployed out here. We both kind of did the same thing here. Each squad is between the different points there, just to be able to go in any direction, because you deploy out before we flip our first card there. So you just kind of got to be really generic with your placements, which is really odd. Also, for those wanting to know, like on the spacing and stuff, basically you're going to use your range rulers here. So the 4 is from the edge here, so you measure from there to there, and then you just go on all of them, and then each one of them is 5 apart from each other. So 5 there, 5 there, 5 there, and that's how you measure those out. And then for deployment, for those curious, you place your leader first, range 2 from the board edge, and then everybody else that goes with them for their squad is range 1 apart from each other. And range 1 is either officially this tool here with this weird slant on it, but also the end edge of every single range is range 1. So I think using these is a little bit easier than using this weird sideways one personally, but that's there as well for the official range 1. But let's go ahead and flip that card. See what we're doing, and just the standard, still the secret plan, so just the plus right down the middle. So we're just going to go ahead and flip all of our tokens, and these will be the ones that are the objectives that we'll be going after for the first round. And I did win the roll-off as well, so it's 3 attack dice versus 3 attack dice. You compare crits, hits, and then the other one I've already forgotten, expertise. And the clones managed to win it, as always.
And
alright, so clones move first. Just moved up, took control of the objective, but as the turn 1 player, we don't get a score yet. Kalani went next, got to do Roger. Moved up the droids for free. That squad over there went and took that objective. They're standing on top of it. And then he just moved up and then hunkered down. So he will score 1 point here. Gets to move the struggle token 1 cube closer to winning. So, and at the start of each turn or each round, depending on what you want to call it, you get to place 1 black struggle block there to make the game closer to ending. So, go ahead and pull our order now. I say order. Anakin does not have any special abilities. That's a surprise.
You want to reserve him or have him go ahead and go?
No, I think we're going to go ahead and go. There's no way he's going to get in range this round. So I'll just move him up a little bit closer, probably behind something, so no one can just get a free shot at him. All right, time for our very first attack roll ever in Shatterpoint. So droids activated next moved up, so they're going to go ahead and claim that objective there. And they're going to fire into our clones over here that are behind cover as well as have taken hunker. So they'll get 2 extra defense dice, one for the terrain cover and then 1 for the hunker token. So we'll be having 7 defense dice, which I only have 6. All right.
There's a couple fails. 3 hits and 2 expertise. Now get you your defense dice.
Yeah. And what do your expertise chart do?
Oh, it actually won't kick in until after we see how many things you cancel.
Oh, okay.
Reroll your 1 fail,
That's
get your
a-
7.
Yeah. That's a fail, so it's still a fail.
So you got 2 blocks and 3 expertise. So actually we figure out what your expertise is first. And I'll do mine while you're doing that.
Okay. Let's see.
2. So
I get 2 extra blocks.
that makes one additional hit, but not 2. So I got 4 hits.
And I got 4 blocks. So
Okay, so I did nothing.
All right. No more attacks just yet. We are starting to move towards the middle here. We've got Ahsoka used a force point to use her force speed to get her up to the ladder, and then free action to climb the ladder and in there and take control of it. Asajj moved in right afterwards to contest it. Unfortunately, when it's a tie, it stays in the owner's control. And then we moved our Mandos, spent another force point to use their jetpacks. So took control of this one here, again thanks to the ladder. And move this one up here, hopefully ready to support Ahsoka on a following turn. But that's 3 to raise 2. So we move the objective token back again. So it's on 1 now. Finally have gotten it further than 0. We've ended on 0 several times. That's why there's so many black markers out there already. But it is his turn. All right, so Mandos are going now. Evil Mandos, that is. Moved up. So 1 action to move, and they both move, and then 1 action to shoot, and then just basically one attack. So they don't each get to make an attack or anything like that. We had to just clarify the rules. So 1 attack coming in at our Mando on the point here.
Alright, so 5 dice. Ooh, got a crit.
You got a crit. All right. So no canceling crits.
And 1 expertise. Let's see what your defense does.
All right. So I got 6. So 5 normal plus 1 for cover because I'm up on the higher elevation. A lot of fails. 2 blocks and 1 expertise.
My
gives me
expertise
one.
gives me 1 additional hit.
Mine gives me 1 extra block. So I'll cancel 3 of yours, and then you got 2 going through. So first, damage. All right. So consulting the damage tree here.
So we're going to do 2 damage, and I'm going to move 1 forward, and I'm going to take the disarm.
All right.
So it's another damage and a disarm token.
So 3 damage and then a disarm token to our Mando squad. All right. Bo-Katan's going to go now. She's going to move up. Her ability is after she moves, she gets to hand out a free focus to another Mandalorian unit. Unfortunately, our other Mandalorian units have already gone, so they will not be attacking this round. So it's kind of useless there. But she is going to attack those Mandos underneath the bridge over there. So we got our 6 attack dice. Got a crit. That's pretty
2
good.
crits, actually.
This 2 crits, yeah. 2 expertise. That was an expertise, which converts over to something. Just 1 hit.
And I'm going to have 1 fail and 3 expertise.
3 expertise on the Mandos.
That converts to 2 blocks, which is actually worse than.
All right. But that's exactly what you needed because I had 2 hits.
Oh, but the 2 crits go through no matter what.
And the crits will go through no matter what. So come over here, look at the damage tree. So you're going to take 2 wounds no matter what. And then I can either jump or... Oh, what's the one with the line through it? Convert. Go look at our chart over here, the broken line. Just pinned. So I need pinned or jump. I think I'm actually going to jump.
Does it still do 1 more damage? Looks like.
Yeah, so it'll be 3 damage in total, and then I think we're gonna jump and get up here on the high ground, because that's how you win in Star Wars. All right, we drew our Shatterpoint card here, so we're actually going to go with Anakin again. So this is a wild card that we get to use on any character. We're going to use it on Anakin, so Anakin's going to go again. Going to go around the corner and smack some droids. I want to see if we can wound them. They won't be contesting the objective here, and we could actually take it potentially. We're rolling 8 dice here against the droids. 4.
3.
3?
3 in hand.
Oh, 3 in melee. Okay. So, and we can attack twice if we want to spend the force to do so. That's pretty good. 1 miss out of that, and we got 2 expertise, which is on the lightsaber. 2 extra hits. It's a healthy string there.
A fail, a block, and 1 expertise, which translates into nothing.
Nothing. We got 1 block, so I'll take away that. So then we get 6 hits through. 6 strikes, which is a full string on his card. So 3 damage, 2 damage, 2 more damage. That's 7. I can pin them down, or I can jump. I think I'm just going to pin them because I don't want to move. What is that one? The double. That's a shove. Oh, I can shove them. That's pretty good. And then I have no idea what that one is either. The cross-looking one.
No, that's a no. It's the cross one's heel.
No, it's reposition. Yeah, it's not the.
Oh, it's not the.
It's not the weird symbol. The whatever that thing is. Yeah, it's not that. It's a multi-arrows.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, so we get the full string there. So that's going to be 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 damage. They only have 9, though, so that will inflict a wound, which means they can no longer contest the point there, which means we will get to take it. So I won't even need to spend the force to attack a second time. And at the end of the round, we get 4. We control 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Almost made it in 1 move from Anakin. But there's still another wild card in that other deck, and Maul's chilling right there, so that could not go well very quickly for us. Alright, so he ended up actually pulling Gar Saxon, but because we're basically on the cusp of winning this round, he chose to spend the force point to put him in reserve, so he knew his last card would be the Shatterpoint. So he's going to try to go with Maul here, and then if he can clear this guy, same thing we did to the droids, and if he can flip that point, then the game will still be afoot, basically.
Let's see if I can get an amazing dice roll. That's not too bad.
It's not bad.
That's a crit.
1 expertise, which I'm guessing is just 1 hit.
Probably a Maul. Double lightsaber. 1. No, it's a hit and a crit.
Wow, that is one heck of a expertise. All right, so our Mandalorians are 5 dice here. That's not good. So just 3 blocks. Cancel out 3 of those, and you still got 5 on the damage chart.
So Maul's damage. They have how many wounds?
They've got 7.
All right.
And they've only got 4 left because they got shot earlier. So you don't need to do much.
So I'm gonna do.
Yeah, either way you go, they'll be wounded.
Let's see. I'm gonna do the. With that.
Just shove them. Yeah.
So I can shove you twice if I do it that way.
3 times? Yeah. If you just
right.
go straight across.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out my damage here. 2, 4, 5, 6.
Well,
7,
max
8.
is out at 4 because that's all I can take.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna go just straight across with my 5, and I'm going to triple shove you and do your max damage.
Yep. All right. So we will be wounded. We'll be knocked off to that point. So not only do you wound us, which makes us not be able to control the objective, but you're just going to push us 3 times. So we will definitely not be within range after that. Oh. Yowzer. All right. So then you'll be controlling 2 objectives.
Yeah, 2 objectives.
Yeah, so you'll move it back that way. All right. Although I think we still might have it after this. So, because we're at 2, and we just need to basically pass this next turn here, and we'll have the 3, and that'll end it. So, we'll go ahead and activate my last unit here at least. See what happens. Guess I should have explained that all on camera first. Alright, so we pulled Rex here. So Rex's ability allowed our clones to move. So I'm just moving this one guy closer to this point in case we flip it in the next struggle. And then we moved up to the ladder, free action, move up to the top of the ladder, and then we're going to use our second action to shoot Asajj, because the only other thing in range are the droids, and they're already wounded, so... wounded. They're not injured, they're wounded, so I can't attack. I can't do any damage to them. So just hoping to maybe get some shoves going onto Asajj here. We got one miss, though. We got 3 expertise. No crits. Just unfortunate. But his expertise will give him 2 more hits. So.
Okay, Ventress's defense. She got 5 dice.
Ooh, 2 fails, 1 expertise on the ranged.
Which her expertise is she gains a block and she changes one of your crits to a hit. We have one.
No crits, so you get 3 blocks, cancel out 2, so I'll get 2 hits. So going to the damage tree here. I could do 4 damage, or I could do the 2 damage and then 2 shoves. I think I'm going to do the 2 shoves just to get you like further away, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. I have no idea if that's the right call or not.
Okay, shove her off the deal, I'm guessing?
Yes.
That's 1.
Yeah.
And 2, we put her down right about there.
Yeah, so just off. Cool. Alright, and then scoring here, we'll have 3 points. So 1, 2, 3. So we're going to win this struggle here. And we're going to go flip over the second one. Let's see what it is.
And now I get to pick.
And you get to pick. Which one? So some are better than the others.
I think we're going to go with this one because that looks better on my side.
Yeah, you get, I think, 2?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll have to double check what those symbols mean. But yeah, definitely want to pick the ones that are in favor of you. All right, so it was the rules for it were right here on this card. Basically, at the start of our turn, whenever you pull a character or pull a card, you roll a defense dice, and then for that turn, for that like single activation for that unit, that determines which one of these is priority. So if you control the priority at the end, you get 1 additional momentum that you can move. So if you control 2 objectives, one of them is the priority. Basically, you get to move it 3 instead of just the 2. So, and then he chose that side there, so he'll have 2 objectives on his side to my 1 over
and
here.
The priority will be?
And the priority is that one. So, and you've got Gar. Gar could maybe make it if you spent some force. And we have burned through the force a little bit here. I don't know how much, like, what's a good measure of how much force to burn is. But, yeah, we're doing it. Alright, so his last activation was to go with that guard then, out of that he put off to the side earlier, who, when he goes, he gets to move the Mandos for free, give them a free jump. So they jump back to control that objective, and then he moved and then spent a force to use his jump pack to get within range over here to take this one as well. So in one move, he took both objectives, one of which was the priority one for him, which I still need to roll a priority for this round, for myself, which I haven't, which is the diamond.
Which moves it over here.
Yeah, so that moves it to the other side there. It doesn't help me none. So yeah, we pulled Rex then. Rex is going to take cover. So he moved to the edge of the walkway there, went down the ladder for free, got his hunger token, and he's going to fire into Kalani here. And then we're going to use our coordinated fire for all you Legion fans out there. Basically, it's going to give a the strain token to my target, and then when that unit activates, it gets 3 extra wounds immediately. So yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and fire in here. So 7 dice. Oh yeah, and then Rex's ability, when he gets to go, he gets to move the clone troopers as well, so we started moving them up. Alright, that's a miss. Crit. What is that? 3 expertises there. So, which is 2 extra hits. So we got 5 then in total.
Alright, I got 4 fence dice with Kalani.
1 block and 2 expertise.
1 block and expertise fail. And 2 is actually just 1.
Just 1, so
1 block.
two blocks in total, so we get 3 then on our chart. So I can move you or just give you a bunch of damage. I don't know what that exclamation point is. I'll have to check that.
That's the exposed.
Okay.
Which means I can't use expertise on defense on the next attack.
Gotcha. So this will give you 5 wounds if we did that, and then you haven't taken any yet. So, but after you take your next one, then you'll go up to 8. Yeah, I think we'll do that.
Okay. Exposed token
So,
and 5 wounds.
5 wounds and an expose. All right, using his Shatterpoint card he pulled on Maul. Maul's just going to come over here, and we're going to fight on the catwalk. Maul versus Ahsoka. That's a lot of expertise. Oh, goodness.
1 fail. It's a crit, a hit, and 4 expertise. Dark Rage expertise 4+ is 2 crits and 2 hits.
Oh, my God. Okay. All right, so we're going to roll our 5 defense dice here. There's a lot of crits that aren't going to do nothing. We got 2 blocks so far, 2 expertise.
Does she have cancel any on hers?
Let's see. Making sure I'm checking the right thing here. So, yeah, it turns a crit to a hit, and then we get an extra block. So we get 3, which isn't going to matter because I'm only going to cancel out 3 hits anyway. So you're still going to get your 3 then.
Maul chart of 3 with Ahsoka. I'm going to go with 5 damage and a strain to her.
And a strain. Oof, that strain's going to hurt. So Ahsoka has an ability. What's the matter? Too fast for you? When a character in this unit would suffer damage from a melee attack, this unit may use this ability. This unit suffers half the damage in the damage pool. The attacking unit suffers the remaining. But it's 2 force points for that. I don't think I'm going to use that since he didn't go for a super damaging route. He went for that. Yeah, he went for the strain to make me suffer wounds later on. So I don't think we're going to be spending any force points on that one. We also do have Fierce Protector here, though. Another allied unit, though, so it doesn't work if we are the ones as the target. So, alright, so we're taking 5 wounds and a strain.
Correct.
Alright, so immediately pull Ahsoka here. I am not going to stay there and fight Maul. I am going to run away. We're going to go see if we can go wound Kalani here. We're in a really bad position here. He is moving that the struggle way closer to him really, really rapidly because he keeps getting the priority one every round. So we've got to get over there and get some back.
Okay.
So let's see how this goes. Attacking into Kalani here. It's a miss. 2 crits though. And then 3 expertise, which will be 2 extra hits, I believe, or crits.
The crits will be circle.
They are crits. I wonder if I've been doing that wrong. So we get 2 extra crits.
Alright, my defense dice. I will fail, but block the only one I could actually block.
Yeah. So then we just consult her damage. So 2, break the weapon, 3, and then I guess actually if we go there, we can also put another the different the debuffs, whatever, I forget the terminology, but we can put 2 debuffs on you, and so when you flip your wound over to take an injury, you can only clear 1 of them, and he's got a few over there on him already, so I think that's what we're going to do. And we're going to go to the top route there. So break the weapon and give you a strain. Alright, pull the Saj. Saj is going to come around the corner here, because we knocked her off earlier. She's going to come around and then attack poor Ahsoka here, who is on 1 damage away from being wounded, so I don't expect this to go very well for her.
And yeah, and Ventress is actually really good at this. She gets 8 dice.
You just got to get 1 through.
And
there's a crit.
An insane amount of expertise, too.
Yeah. So basically, because you got the damage will go through no matter what. Well, I guess I could turn that into a hit with my expertise, but it's more about looking for the
expertise 5 up, which I got more than 5, is going to be 2 more crits and 2 hits.
All right, and then I'll roll my 5 here. Fails 3 blocks, so cancel out the 3 hits.
All right, so you're going to take 3 crits.
3 crits.
I guess I'm going to go with the give her things.
Yep.
So we're going to go with 3 damage and a strain, an expose, and a disarm.
All right. Ouch. And then once she hits her wound limit or her damage threshold, she becomes wounded and cannot take any more until she goes again, which will not be anytime soon because we've already gone with her. So it'll be quite some time before she actually will flip that wound token. As well as, let's see where we're at here. So you're going to get 3 more points again. So 1, 2, 3, right? Oh, actually, you just wounded me, so you'll actually get the...
I'm going to win the second struggle.
You're going to win the second struggle. So boom, this struggle is already over with. That was super fast. So we'll reset, and then you'll take that, and then we'll flip into the final phase here.
And you get to pick the map this time.
Both aren't bad. We're kind of already in a good position for this one. So I think I'm going to stick... we're going to go with this one right here.
All right. Excellent.
So flip the center one.
Take this one,
which I just ran away from. And then flip that one over there. Okay.
And
then we'll remove this.
Yep.
There you go. And then start into the next... the final struggle. We'll see where this goes. Alright, so we pulled our Shatterpoint card, so I decided to go with Rex here. I really want to take this center point just to start getting ahead. It is our priority point for this round as well. We really need to kind of get back into this game. So when he moves, the clone's going to move for free. I don't think they get to go up ladders for free in that same like movement. So this one's going to move here at the base of this one. This one's going to start moving towards that corner point there. And then we're going to attack Maul. So, kind of hoping to knock him off this point, really, is my hope. And then, of course, we're going to do our little coordinated fire with the clones to give him a
range attack?
A strain, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, no, this is a melee.
Oh, it's melee attack? Okay. No,
yeah.
my defense is the same.
Yeah, my attack is the same, actually, for him for some reason. Okay. We got a miss there. Only 1 expertise.
Ooh, I rolled bad.
Well, I did 2, so maybe that works out. But I get 2 hits for 1 expertise, so that's actually not too bad there. So we got 7 hits in total.
I only got 2 blocks.
2 blocks. Okay, all right. So maybe that's better than I thought. So consult the chart here. We got 5, so we get to go all the way to the end. So I can go with lots of damage and 1 push. Man, there's a lot of good stuff there. The pin down means Maul can't move, right?
I believe so.
On his next one there. Because that could be good, because we could get the double push, which will push him off onto the ground down there, and if we could pin him, then he just can't do anything when he goes. So, and then we get a heal too, which I don't think we've got anyone nearby that needs to be healed. Yeah, no one's got any damage. That would be a loss. But if we can keep him from moving...
Right, he would not be able to advance, dash, climb, or jump.
Right, okay. So we're going to give up a little bit of damage here and give up our heals here just to get this pin. So we're going to double push him away and then pin him. And then we could reposition if we need to, but I don't think we will. But then we're going to be able to score this objective because Bo-Katan's near it. And we'll get this top one here because we've got the 2 units, which is my goal. So we'll actually get to move this 1, 2, 3... in our favor. Alright, so Ray pulled his droids here. So one went over to the ladder and climbed up it, so trying to contest this point. Now remember, our Mandos here are wounded, so they're not in the contesting just yet. And then this one moved over here, and he's going to attack my clones.
Alright, Roger. Ooh, that's not bad. Oh wait, there's a couple bad ones. Nothing terrible.
Okay.
1 expertise. My blaster. It converts to a hit. So I got 5 hits.
All right, I get my 5 saves here. I get 1 fail, 1 block, 3 expertise, which at ranged is 2 blocks. So I get 2 blocks there.
So 3 blocks. So that's going to be 2 on my tree.
Yep.
So that's going to be 2 damage and a reposition.
Okay.
For the droids.
All right. reposition is actually pretty good right now.
That is how far a dash move, or is that a 1 inch?
That's dash.
It's a dash, okay.
Yeah. So he's going to try to go back here and contest this point with Bo-Katan. And Maul's still sitting over there. Maul can very easily come back over here as well. So we got to be very, very cautious with what we do here. All right, and then our clones will take 2 wounds. All right, so I had to go through some big, big debates there for several minutes of what to do. Went ahead and went with the Mandos, so that way we could flip our wound token to an injured token, so that way we are contesting points. And then I was trying to figure out what to do next, and I think, because they don't do a lot of damage, but they've got a lot of like different actions that they can apply, and I think a double shove right now onto these guys could be really, really strong. So if I can move them this way, then maybe we can get them out. It's going to be kind of close. But we're going to have to make the attack from her up there. I would have much rather gone from him, but we are not. This is range 5, and range 5 is out. And they only have a range 4 on their blaster pistols. So I'd much rather have them move this direction, but I've got to make the shot from up here, which means they're going to move something like right here. So, assuming I can get enough hits through, though. So, going to go ahead and roll here. We got several expertise, got a crit in there. So, 3 expertise on these blaster pistols is going to be a crit and a hit. All right.
Yeah, my defense dice on the droids.
We got 1 block.
2 expertise.
Expertise on defense. 1 block.
Translation to 1 block.
All right, so you'll block the 2, and that's okay, because the 2 going through is all I needed. So we'll consult this. We'll do the 1 push and then another push. They'll take 3 damage, and then we get a push on 3 times. All right, Kalani's going to go here. He's going to use his free movement on the droids there, just to move them around, get them a little closer to the objective. And then because he's within range 4 of droids, he gets to get an extra attack dice as well.
So 8 dice?
Into Rex.
Ooh, right call.
We got a healthy amount of expertise.
Yeah, because if I hadn't taken all that damage, I wouldn't have got any of those.
Right. Oh, and yeah, by the way, he chose to take the 6 damage and get rid of the disarm, so that way he could get his expertise on his roll. So, which actually is going to come up here pretty big time. So you get a crit and 2 hits added?
Yep.
All right. Let's roll our defense here. I got some failures. Oh, I get an extra 1 because I'm on elevated, which it doesn't matter. That's 3 failures, 2 expertise on defense here. Translates to just a single block. Oh, okay.
So 6 on Kalani,
who maxes out at 5 at least.
Yes, and we're going to go with
wow,
a push if I can do it.
Yep.
A network.
Tactical network.
Yep, tactical network. Character may dash and get a hunker token, or make a 5 dice attack. So it's going to make a 5 dice attack here in just a second.
Okay. One of the droids do, right?
Yeah, one of the droids do.
Yep.
It has to be within range 4, so it has to be the one up there.
Yep.
And I think I'm gonna go with the expose and 3 damage, and a second push for 3 more damage. So it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage.
Exactly his wound threshold there.
And a double push.
So he'll no longer be contesting that point there.
Yeah.
That's huge. That was a major shot. So took all that damage on Kalani to go for this 1 big push here.
I'm gonna make it 90 degrees, sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can actually push him because of the...
Right, the base there.
I don't think it'll clear, but I'm gonna put it this way and hold it. Let's see. Up against.
No, can't overhang, so.
Oh, yep.
So
I'm gonna lose my pushes, but that's fine.
But like you said, though, you don't really need the push if you just completely wound him. So, oh, I did have a hunker token. I don't think that would have mattered too much, but
no, because I've actually won over my damage, even with that. the amount of hits I got.
Right. Well, it would allow me to roll the. Oh, right. Yeah.
Yep.
You're 1 over. So yeah, even if we had blocked it, it would have still been the 5, and that's still how much he's got. So yeah, the hunker token goes away.
All right. And he's going to get an exposed token.
Yep. And then you get to.
And the droids are now going to shoot.
But they have to shoot him, right?
Let's see.
That's the question. Because if they have to shoot him and he's already wounded, then it doesn't do much good.
No. I just make a 5 dice attack. And that may gain a hunker token, may remove 1 condition from itself, or make a 5 dice attack.
Wow.
It doesn't even specify a character.
That's super good. Yeah.
So I want to shoot the Mandos.
Yeah, definitely. Kalani, super underrated. I know the game's brand new, but he feels super good.
So 5 dice range attack from them.
Oof.
And I don't roll very well.
Not at
This
all.
is into the Mandos.
Yeah.
So their range defense.
You got 1.
Expertise on their L shows me 1 hit. So it's a crit and 2 hits.
All right.
Minus whatever you get.
Commandos. 4 defense. Nope, that's the wrong one. Range attack, so it's 5. Man, Bo-Katan is only 4 defense. That's crazy. Oh, man, I'm not doing well on these blocks. And then the 1 here, 1 expertise will just give me 1 extra block, so we'll cancel 2 hits and it'll take a crit.
1 damage.
1.
Yep, just 1 damage.
Just 1 damage. Okay, I'm okay with that. All right, we're going to see if we can end it right here. Anakin is up next. He's going to move for his first action, and he's going to swing into Gar here. We do have the Force where we can attack again if we want. And he's also got his ability that allows us to gain an extra if we wound. So there's a miss there. Lots of expertise. Holy cow. Only 1 hit so far, and the rest are all expertise. 3 crits.
3 expertise.
Which will 1 defense.
Ooh, it's only going to be 2 blocks, though.
2 blocks. So you're just going to cancel the 1, and then we're going to have 3 crits. So 5, 6, 7 damage, and then a strain. And then we're going to spend the 2 force points here to attack again with Anakin. I said Kalani was OP, but Anakin is definitely the most powerful character in this whole freaking expansion that we've seen so far. So I'm going to end this literally after this unit makes a combat action. It may use this ability. 1 character in this unit may make an attack targeting 1 of the same enemy characters within range and line of sight. So going to attack Gar again here.
How much damage did the first one do?
It did 7.
7, okay.
Alright, so pull that out. We got 3 expertise this time and 4 hits. That's pretty good. 2 crits is what this will turn into.
I'll roll my defense again.
2 blocks is basically what that's going to turn into. So we're going to get 4. That's going to wound him. And yeah, that's just going to be the game. So the second he gets wounded, he can't contest that objective. So we'll take it, which means we control all 4 objectives.
All 3 objectives with 4 points.
All 3, but we score 4, but also because we wounded a character with Anakin, we activate, this is where the fun begins, which means we get to move it in an additional amount. So 1, 2, 3, 4, essentially 5 off the board. So super win here at the end for Galactic Republic.
Anakin is an absolute beast in this game, that's for sure.
So strong. For you Legion people out there, it's like Luke getting to go twice. And in this game, getting to attack twice with a character that's slinging out 8 attack dice, who just has absurd damage. And all of his damage is at the beginning. Like the big stuff, and then it just kind of tapers off towards the end there. But yeah, getting just 3 through. I mean, and if you're attacking twice, you're basically instantly wounding a character. The second Anakin goes and he can attack someone twice, that's just instantly wounded. They're no longer contesting objectives. And yeah, so he's crazy good. Kalani feels super good as well, just because you get to do all that coordinate shenanigans, free attacks, free movements and stuff on the guys. Feels really strong. I don't think we got to see Asajj do very much.
She just went over there and smacked the already wounded Ahsoka. Now
Right.
Maul hammered that Mandalorian and knocked him halfway across the board.
Oh yeah, like so many pushes and everything like that. That Mando never got back into the fight after Maul went after him one time. We didn't get to see those Mandos do much either. They were just kind of, but that's really how your support characters are. They're just like, go sit next to an objective, go attack and hopefully get some pushes and push people away from objectives. They're not really damage dealers or anything like that. They're definitely your supports. But Kalani can really use his supports, I think, extremely well. The other guys both they're like, yeah, your supports get a move when your secondary characters go, which seems pretty strong. But yeah, I think I feel bad for Asajj because like she moved up and then we knocked her down right before she could get to do anything, and then she just came around and yeah, she walloped Ahsoka pretty good, but Ahsoka only had one damage off from wounded, so we didn't really get to see the max potential I think Asajj could have done because she just didn't get to go that much. I mean, in all, we made it through the decks, 1.5 times?
Yeah, 1.5 times.
Yeah.
And with us having to look up rules and reference stuff regularly, we're still only about 2.5 hours into this game,
yeah.
And that's with looking at the rules, so we're probably looking at an hour-long game when we know the rules correctly.
Right, and that's how skirmish games should be for sure. So like once you know the rules and stuff, and I think besides knowing the rules and like just what like all the different little tokens do and all the different like symbols, like once you learn the symbols, like that's half the battle. And then just trying to remember what all your units like special abilities is. Just when you go with them, make sure you read them. And also my suggestion would be like if you're going with one of your main or your secondary or your supports, make sure you read them both because they can do stuff together, like coordinated fire as well as I'm always first kid. Like those go well together. And then same with the Mandos, they've got Mandalorians are stronger together. So like when one goes, the other ones get some sort of benefit. So that's really cool how you can do stuff like that. So there is multiple benefits of making sure your supports stay with your secondary characters.
A lot of strategies play really differently, in my opinion, in this game because of the fact that the objectives change. The priority objective changes every single activation, which really can affect how you're trying to play the game. Super quick pace.
Yeah. I was sitting there saying, like, for most of this third phase that we were in, I was like, man, I wish I had, like, order control like you do in Legion. But I was like, if I did, that would be really, really strong because I could just go with Anakin and just, like, win the game outright. So, which, you've got stuff like your Shatterpoint card, which we had to use that just to get that center objective. And taking that center objective in Phase 1, like, we spent force points to get there, to, like, get extra movement. Really, really strong move. And then in Game 3, doing the same thing, doing everything I could to immediately gain that objective in the center there before he could activate and take control of it was also super, super important to get that early lead, because that's what he did in Phase 2 was he got that early lead by taking both objectives and just like steamrolled. I could not catch back up. And that's basically the exact same thing that happened in Phase 3 is I took the 2 objectives first and got a huge lead. And then, yeah, of course, Anakin just went and cleaned it all up there at the end. But aside from that, like, even if he hadn't went and taken that objective, he could have just went and wounded someone and we still would have won. So,
yeah, worst case scenario, I would have got one more activation probably.
Right. But yeah, so super fun game. I was a little leery. I'm not going to lie. Not going to sugarcoat it. I was a little leery of the game at first. But like jumping in and actually playing it, way more fun than I thought. So I'm very excited to get into this and get it on the channel more. So hopefully we can alternate getting some Shatterpoint games and Legion games on the channel here. So hope you guys enjoyed. And once again, we are at Garner's Games in Denison, Texas. And you're getting lots of kits in, right? So if people are looking,
I'm getting the max starting set.
All right, so the starter set as well as the Obi-Wan and Count Dooku sets,
plus the individual terrain to take cover, and I can't remember the name of the other one, plus dice, movement, and everything else in.
Awesome. So yeah, if you're having trouble finding this game, yeah, Garner's Games, Denison, Texas. Lots of Legion stuff, of course, as always, but Shatterpoint. Like, if you're watching this, you're definitely interested in Shatterpoint, and you can't find any. This is going to be a great place to go. No jacked up prices here or anything like that. Everything's pretty much always MSRP, which is what I love the most about shopping here. Is if something becomes rare, the price doesn't just shoot through the sky. It doesn't skyrocket just to make a buck. So always nice. Also, just a quick size comparison here, particularly like the models with the terrain and stuff like that. We got the regular size Legion here with the door, which pretty good right there compared to this one here. I mean, it's not much different. Also, these Legion bases are a little bit thicker, so they can actually like get a little bit more height to them. And then the B1s there, so that scale there is actually really nice. We got both Kalanis here for comparison with these boxes. So if you're doing like line of sight testing, these boxes work for both Legion and this game really nicely. Going over here, looking at like Asajj with her other counterpart here with like the ladder, so that's pretty good there. And yeah, so this will be a great little addition to your Legion stuff. So if you're like me and you're gonna be playing both games, buying into the terrain, because there's terrain packs for this, not only just in the core set, but there's also terrain packs. You can get the terrain that's in the core set as its own thing. So if you just want to double up and you don't want to buy a second core set because you don't need any of these extra models, it's not like buying an extra core set of Legion. You don't you do that, but you will never buy an extra core set of this, and you can just get a secondary box of just terrain. That's really nice that they make that available, and I think the price is actually really affordable. There's no like special rules or anything like that.
No, and one note on the terrain packs. While the terrain across the two packs does repeat, like this building here comes in one terrain pack, and everything else in it besides that is different from what's in the core set. And then the rest of it's in another one with a couple extra pieces that are not in the core set.
Okay, so yeah, definitely some good benefits then of buying, all the different side terrain packs. And like I said, the side terrain packs are actually very affordable because there's no extra card, cards or anything like that, special rules. It's just terrain, so it definitely makes the price way more affordable because of that. And yeah, terrain definitely makes this game more fun. I don't think terrain is as important necessarily as it is in Legion, because a lot of stuff is like treated as if it's flat, on the same elevation. It's more about like cover and things like that, and then blocking.
And the objectives is the other part where the elevation does come in.
Yeah, if you make sure when you use your terrain that you actually position it in a way that you'll put some markers that are going to be higher. That's when we went with the way we did here. Made sure that center point was elevated, and then we also elevated this one over here, just so there was some variance there. I think actually just in general having the center one always elevated kind of seems good to me, because in the very last scenario we were looking, but basically there will almost always be a center point live. So to keep the game balanced, there is one where it's not, but it still goes off to either middle side there as well. But yeah, I just think that for game balancing, that makes a lot of sense. Makes things a little bit more challenging to work in that elevation with the control points.